y'all, this is Marla K. Hope everybody is well. Got something that I want to share with you, and it ties into this climate agenda, the national or international um, declaration for an emergency, a climate emergency that could possibly be coming. I saw some place where the Eco Sabbath people adopted Laudato Si, which is interesting, but there are things happening on that end that I haven't really been talking about, and I'll talk about that later. But I want you to watch this video because I think it ties into this is my personal opinion. I don't have any proof. I'm just going by, um, whatever is dropped into my spirit. But I feel like this is going to be a part of the delusion or deception that is coming. We're going to literally see wild um, weather patterns that we've never seen before this time of the year. For whatever reason, they just chose summer to do a whole lot of stuff. I guess because it's easier to manipulate weather in the summer. I don't know. But there are lots of things happening all over the world. You saw the torrential rains in, I think it was Dubai, Abu Dhabi, where somewhere in the Gulf, in the Middle East, and in South Africa, in Kenya, like torrential rains dropping in a very short period of time. There's been lots of flooding and lots of stuff happening in South America. I haven't really heard of anything happening extreme in the Caribbean, but in America, we've also had a lot of wild tornadoes where tornadoes have been spinning backwards and very strong F5, X6, F6s. So, and that's um, a new level of tornado strength that we haven't had before. So, a lot of things are happening. This fallen angel technology that these people have, they're using it to their advantage so that they can get the people to say, yes, there's something happening. It's the end of the world. We need to get help. And we're going to declare a climate emergency so everybody can start doing these things. And so I just pay attention to this video and watch how abnormal this is. Now, I've lived in South Florida, close to the equator, so it's typically warmer there most of the year than it is in other places. You don't see stuff like this. You don't see hail that is like snow accumulation up to your stomach. You just never see that. So you have to know that yes, this stuff is not normal, but to say that it is the Most High in judgment, uh, it could be. But we also know that these pulses that have been coming from Antarctica have been doing things to the weather, to the water temperature. So we got a lot of things that are going on in the world that we have to pay attention to as far as our weather is concerned. And that means we also need to be prepared for all sorts of inclement weather patterns, whether it be it's torrential rain, whether it's snow, whether it's flooding, high winds, tornado, earthquake, hurricane. It's whatever, we don't know. And what happens with that is like critters come out. You have bugs, you have snakes, you have rodents, you have all sorts of stuff. So we're getting ready to experience a whole lot of stuff because a lot of unnatural things are happening because a lot of unnatural people are doing things, or principalities are using people to do things. So just pay attention to this. And as you see these things accelerate, be prepared for this national lockdown or this climate emergency that's coming because of that's the whole point of all this stuff happening.
Madre.
Now, that is hail in Mexico. Hail.
The chaos in Mexico reached its climax when a storm with 9 inches of hail engulfed the city and strong winds caused damage in Puebla. Traffic was forced to temporarily stop, and the army was mobilized to help relieve hundreds of cars stuck in the ice.
Ugh.
A storm system recorded in the state of Puebla caused dozens of fallen trees, flooding from hail and wind gusts of up to 50 kilometers per hour.
Gracias. ¿Se los llevó? ¿Se los llevó? ¿Se los llevó? No. Yo tengo chingo de frío. Yo también.
Y'all need to get y'all some of them high boots, water boots. So just in case that happens, you don't have to worry about getting, contamination from wastewater or whatever cooties is in the air, just whatever. You don't want to be exposed to whatever that stuff is, that dirty brown water, and you don't even know what's in the um, hail. So it's just wild that this is supposed to have happened this month, and like nobody's talking about it.
¡Ay, Dios! Eso, Piola, ya encontraste.
In addition, the Puebla State Disaster Prevention Directorate reported that power supply in the state capital was interrupted because many billboards and trees fell on power poles.
Video. It's flooding, you guys. It's flooding. I don't think I can go up this way. Shoot. You can't. Ah, dang it. Let me move out of the way. It's flooding.
¿Crees?
Ah, su levantó la banqueta.
Rain fell in at least 20 locations in the state, with the capital worst hit by hail and gusty winds.
Mira, mira cómo se está desbordando. O sea, aquí si intentan pasar, se los va a llevar la corriente. Estos carros porque están subidos a la banqueta, pero si estuvieran abajo estarían más de la mitad del agua. Mira, esto parece un río.
That looks very unnatural. It looks very unsanitary. So, this happened very suddenly. People were caught off guard. And again, you see the people having to clean up themselves. Nobody's coming. to save you. So, when you are doing your preparedness, some of the things that you want to think about: having a shovel, rakes, boots, gloves, hazmat stuff, because you don't know what you're going to be encountering as we go through all these different trials and stuff. It is just really um, heartbreaking and scary that these nations have this technology and everybody's pretending like they don't know what's going on, but everybody's in on the gig and we're just all in the movie. We're collateral damage. So just keep in mind we're always going to be collateral damage, and that we need to be proactive because nobody is going to save you. You are the help that you're looking for.
Ya vinieron las autoridades y todo, pero pues ya nada más se quedaron mirando y ya se fueron.
After about 90 minutes of strong hail, small ice combined to form large blocks more than 100 millimeters high, causing vehicles to get stuck, houses to be flooded, and residential areas to be closed.
People literally stuck in their neighborhoods. Like, look how high that stuff is. 90 minutes, and all that happened in 90 minutes. So, like, we gotta take heed. This stuff isn't happening here yet, but you can bet your bottom dollar it's gonna happen here. The way that those pulses, that frequency anomaly continues to happen in Antarctica and comes this time. Usually it was like coming up through the by between South Africa and South America, up through the Caribbean oceans and into the Atlantic. Well, this last one, if you go to Into Thin Air's channel, it covers the whole entire bottom of the planet. And as you can see, these frequencies go up. It's going through all the continents, all the oceans. And so everybody's going to be experiencing wild weather sooner or later because everything is happening at one time. And this is how they're going to declare that national um, climate emergency. So we got to be ready.
Vean. Y este si no se mueve ahí, se va a quedar encerrado. Miren, ya se quedaron enterrados. Sí, ya se encierran. Vea, vea, vea. Se quedó enterrado y le dijimos. El reportero soy yo. Vamos, vamos. Muévalo porque se le apaga. Se le apaga, es que se le apaga. Hágale. Se le van ahí.
The northern area of Puebla, about 130 kilometers from Mexico City, was hardest hit when a car dealership suffered a roof collapse and broken windows due to the force of hail. Additionally, dozens of roads were closed due to ice accumulation and sudden water currents caused by heavy rains.
Madre.
Okay, so I'm not going to show anymore because I don't want to get hit with the channel strike, but I just want to show you what is happening all over the globe. Like, these types of events are happening. We're having really strong thunderstorms, tornadoes, and they're really frequent, especially in the Midwest and in Middle America, also in Texas. I'm not sure about Mississippi, Alabama, that part of the country, but you gotta be ready wherever you are because we're under siege. So it doesn't matter where you are in the world, everybody gonna get some. And I just don't know how else to explain it. Um, was gonna see if Into Thin Air's video was still up. I don't think so. It's not showing here. So anyway, if you have a chance, go to Into Thin Air's channel. Look at his latest video because he just basically spells out how these weather things are going to be. It's going to make the weather really wild so that we suffer damage. We're going to lose stuff. We're going to lose our cars. Eventually, the insurance companies are not going to pay off. Or once they pay off, they're not going to want to insure you and you're going to be uninsurable. Your homes will be damaged, which is why you need to make sure you have tarps and things. In the event that you can't access resources, you need to have stuff to repair your home. You need to have extra things to repair your car. Um, have a plan in the event that your vehicle is totaled. I just feel like all this stuff is happening so that, hey, we're getting rid of all these gas powered cars. They're going to be ruined because of water. Guess what you need? Electric vehicle. Your home won't be able to be insured. It'll eventually get damaged. Hey, guess what? We got an affordable housing apartment for you. Um, just those types of things are coming with all this wild weather. So, um, and the declaration for the national or international climate emergency. Be ready because if I feel like it's coming, and this may be next lockdown, this may be how they do it. I don't know. I'm just pulling stuff out my butt right now. Not pulling out my butt, but I am have a tinfoil hat on. I'm trying to figure out what the adversary's next deal is, and that there are a lot of different scenarios. Like I said, it could be war, it could be a pestilence, could be a plague, it could be weather. We don't know. It could be everything. Could be everything. We just don't know. And economic collapse, civil war, happening all over the globe. So don't think because the one thing that's happening here isn't happening on your continent, because these things can happen anywhere and everywhere in the world. You just got to be ready. Now, watchmen are sharing this information. The Most High is pouring out His Spirit over all flesh. People are using their gifts, skills, talents to warn everybody about what's coming. So you got to do your best to navigate these times and do what you can do. Be proactive, do not be reactive. We got to endure to the end. And so part of us enduring to the end is understanding what they're doing to us, the deception and delusion, so that we are not deceived. We know what's happening. We can see it. People are telling it. Bless them, bless everybody who is putting their lives on the line to share the truth, especially our brothers and sisters um, across the globe scattered, because um, it's very difficult to get the truth out. And when we speak, we are often silenced or we are ignored. So, shout out to the people who continue to speak, even though you're being ignored, even though you are being silenced and shadow banned, because the adversary does not want people to know. They don't want people to be saved. That is something that we want, and that's what the Most High wants. He wants as many people to wake up and turn away from sin and repent and be saved. But as you can see, with all the deception that's going on, most people are not going to make it. And even if they do make it, they won't have an opportunity to know about the no buy no sell system and the mark of the beast, because um, traffic is being redirected. So make sure you are preparing. Get what you need to get today to counter anything they throw at us. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to be able to withstand everything and account for everything. But these are the types of things, just having some boots and a rain jacket and a good shovel, a rake, some brooms can help you tremendously. And being in shape, because you're going to have to work. to get yourself out of a lot of these jams, because a lot of um, what you saw is people having to get themselves out of trouble because nobody's coming to help you. And that's the takeaway. That's always going to be my takeaway is you are the help you're looking for. You are on your own. You are all you got. And the people in your community. So position yourself to be an asset and not a detriment. Be an asset and a resource, not a detriment. And be in a position to help others because they want us to fight each other and disrespect each other and be selfish. That would kill the enemy if we would work together and be kind to one another and work collaboratively and not be angry and take from each other. That's what they anticipate. So do the opposite of what they expect you to do. All right, this is Marty K. Love y'all, and I'm out.